January 1st is supposed to be about change, new goals, new plans, leaving the old version of yourself behind. That's what Ethan Miller, a 20-year-old college student, believed as he sat alone in his apartment on New Year's Eve. He had stopped drinking months ago. He had written his goals on a piece of paper: stay sober, fix his life, become someone better. He wanted this year to erase the man he used to be. Fireworks exploded outside at midnight. Ethan whispered to himself, "This is my fresh start." He went to bed. At 12:04 a.m. he woke up. The room felt wrong. Not dark, empty, like something had been taken out of it. His clock was frozen at 12:04. Then he smelled it, cold air mixed with gasoline. Ethan sat up slowly. His heart began to race because that smell dragged a memory out of him, one he tried to bury. Last New Year's Eve, a year ago, Ethan was drunk, completely wasted. He had driven home after a party, laughing, speeding, ignoring the road. Then came the impact, metal screaming, glass shattering. He remembered the man lying on the road, still breathing, still alive. Ethan remembered panicking, looking around. No cars, no witnesses, and instead of calling for help, he drove away. The smell grew stronger. Footsteps echoed in the room. Ethan's bedroom door creaked open by itself. A figure stood there, soaked, broken, its body twisted unnaturally. Blood dripped onto the floor, but it disappeared before touching the ground. The ghost spoke softly. "I had plans too." Ethan couldn't move. The ghost stepped closer. Its face was pale, eyes dark and tired, not angry but hurt. "Last year," it continued, "I was walking home. I had dreams, a job interview, a family waiting, a future." Ethan's mouth opened, but no sound came out. "You hit me," the ghost whispered. "You saw I was alive." The room grew colder, and you left. Ethan fell to the floor crying. "I changed," he said. "I quit drinking. I'm trying to be better, eh?" The ghost nodded slowly. "That's why I waited," it said. "I didn't come for you that night. I came today." The clock ticked once. 12:04 a.m. "New Year's Day," the ghost said. "The day people pretend the past disappears." The ghost reached out. "You don't get to leave your old self behind," it said. "You become it." The lights went out. In the morning, fireworks debris still covered the streets. People smiled. New year, new start. Ethan's apartment door was unlocked. Inside, his bed was empty. On the table lay a piece of paper with his New Year's goals, burned, except for one sentence still readable. "You can't move forward if someone else never got the chance." Every January 1st, somewhere, a clock stops at 12:04 a.m., and the past comes back to collect what was left behind. New Year's Eve is loud. Fireworks, music, laughter, people convincing themselves that noise can erase the past. For Ryan Carter, New Year's Eve meant freedom. He was 18 years old, drunk, reckless, and standing in the middle of a quiet Illinois suburb with a backpack full of illegal fireworks. His parents were out of town. His friends were cheering. No rules, no consequences, at least that's what he believed. As the clock crept toward midnight, Ryan lit firework after firework, watching the sky explode with color. Then one rocket tipped sideways. It didn't go up, it shot straight into an old wooden garage behind a row of houses. At first it was just smoke, then flames. Ryan froze, his friends ran. Someone screamed to call 911. But Ryan panicked. He dropped the lighter, grabbed his jacket, and ran home. By the time firefighters arrived, the garage and the small apartment attached to it was completely engulfed. A man died that night. Ryan never told anyone he was responsible. Years passed. The town rebuilt. Ryan moved on, or at least he pretended to. On January 1st, 5 years later, he sat alone in his apartment, staring at a list titled New Year Goals. Stop drinking, be better, forget the past. At midnight, fireworks exploded outside his window. Ryan closed his eyes, trying to sleep. That's when the smell came. Smoke, burnt wood, ash. He sat up in bed. His room was dark, except for flickering orange light reflecting off the walls. Footsteps echoed down the hallway, slow, heavy, dragging. A figure emerged from the shadows. Its skin was blackened, cracked like burnt wood. Its clothes were melted into its body. Empty eye sockets glowed faintly red. Every step it took left ashes on the floor. Ryan couldn't move. The figure stopped at the foot of his bed. "You ran," it whispered, its voice crackling like fire. "While I burned," Ryan screamed, but no sound came out. The room filled with smoke. Flames crawled up the walls, sealing every exit. The figure leaned closer. "I was making plans too," it said. "Dreams, a new beginning." Ryan woke up gasping. Drenched in sweat, morning light filled the room. No smoke, no fire, just silence. Relief washed over him. Then he noticed the burn marks on the floor and the smell of smoke that wouldn't fade. Later that day, news reports played on TV. A house fire had broken out overnight in his building. Investigators said faulty wiring caused it. One person died. Ryan stared at the screen, trembling. In the reflection of the dark TV, he saw something standing behind him, smiling through cracked, burned skin. Some ghosts don't haunt places, they wait for dates. January 1st, a reminder that the past doesn't reset just because the year does.